binoculars and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting stories. We start with Ronald Araujo, as it is official. The Barca defender have successfully undergone his surgery in Finland. We all wish him a quick recovery. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Valencia left-back Jose Gaya, as it has been reported that Barcelona still maintain interest in the La Liga defender despite rumors of a possible renewal with Valencia. We're also going to be discussing about that. So guys, as we get right into that story, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please watch it right up to the very end. Ronald Araujo has successfully undergone surgery in Finland this morning to treat his thigh injury. Barcelona have confirmed via an official statement. 23-year-old Araujo picked up the injury while playing for Uruguay against Iran in a friendly encounter this past Friday. He did not last even a single minute in that game and had to be subbed off due to the problem. Upon returning to Barcelona, tests were carried out to determine the nature of Araujo's injury, and it was found that he had suffered an avulsion of the adductor longus tendon of the right thigh. The defender was presented with the option of conservative treatment or surgery, and after pondering over his choices, Araujo opted to go for an operation, even though it meant that he might miss that FIFA World Cup. In fact, he will miss the FIFA World Cup this year as a result of that. Araujo had flown to Finland last evening, and the club have now confirmed that he has undergone surgery and it has been successful. Going by the statement, Barca says, the first team player, Ronald Araujo, underwent a successful operation this morning for the avulsion of the adductor longus tendon of his right thigh. This operation was carried out by Dr. Lasse Lampinen under the supervision of club's medical services in Turku, in Finland. It is low and its evolution will mark his availability. That's a statement from Barcelona, some few hours ago concerning the successful operation of Ronald Araujo. Araujo is likely to miss over 2 months of action following that surgery, meaning his chances of making to the World Cup in November is extremely impossible. Barcelona could hope to have him back for their first match after the World Cup break when we face Espanyol on New Year's Eve. There is no doubt that Ronald Araujo's absence will be a big blow for us, and he has been a key player for us for many months, and luckily enough, we can say yes, we have a good bench, we have a good depth. This transfer window was good because we went for quality players. Had it was last season, just imagine the scenario of Araujo out for 3 months. Barca could have been finished. But luckily enough, I think we can rely on players like Jules Koundé will not be out for long, right? It's only just about 2 to 3 weeks he'll be coming back. We have Christensen, who have been in good form. Talking about Eric Garcia as well, who have really changed his game this season. I think so far we can still hope a little bit about the back line. Normally, it is still a concern no matter the defenders that we have, because we have seen the fact that Barca have been keeping some good clean sheets. I think we've just considered just 1 goal in the whole of La Liga so far. And you can say Araujo have contributed a lot to that good defensive record. But now that Araujo is not there, let's hope that we can continue with that. We have been superb defensively this season, and it is a very bad time losing one of our key defenders. Let's hope that Araujo continue to, his injury continue to well soon than what we all expect. We know he's a strong guy, he's a brave guy, he loves Barca a lot. It was shocking to an extent to me when Araujo opted that he would go for a permanent surgery, because many people were expecting that Araujo will go for conservative treatment, because come on, the World Cup is coming out and you're about to play your first World Cup of your career. He's still 23 years old, but it was really shocking because you can count the number of players who can go for that option. Most players like opt for conservative treatment, which is not really the best in the long run. But when you go for a surgery, it's for the betterment of your career as a player. So I think Araujo is taking a brave decision, very, very brave, because the World Cup is coming. Many players like to play the World Cup. Many players. So that tells you a lot about how Araujo is. He thinks more on the long run, not the short run. So let's hope and let's pray for his recovery. Seeing the player, how dedicated he is to the Barca batch, it was not to an extent a surprise making a decision, foregoing his World Cup with Uruguay just to favor Barca, because I think Xavi and the medical doctors in Barca were more happier with that option of a long-term surgery, because it will benefit Barca than Uruguay, because Uruguay were up to now, I think they were like pressuring the player that don't do that, go for conservative treatment, but he opted to follow what Xavi and the doctors in Barca advised him to do. So great one. I think you have learned the lesson from Ansu Fati, who have not been going for permanent surgery, and also players like Samuel Umtiti, who have been suffering from injury since 2018 to now, because he have always refused to go for a permanent surgery. So nice one there from Ronald Araujo. We wish him a quick recovery. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, signing a left back was one of Barcelona's main priorities during the summer transfer window. While the club did end up signing Marcos Alonso on deadline day, it was more of a last resort option than a well-calculated investment. Barca may not even have made a move for Alonso if they had realized Alejandro Balde's potential a bit earlier in the summer. To that end, Barcelona have maintained their search for a new left back, especially with Jordi Alba struggling with form. The veteran defender is unlikely to continue for long either, thus accentuating the need for a new option in that position. According to Diario Sport in Spain, one of the players Barca have continued to keep a close eye on is Jose Gaya. The Valencia starlet was heavily linked with a move to Camp Nou in the summer, but the move did not materialize as the player wanted to continue at the Mestalla. Even now, Gaya's main priority is to continue at Valencia, as he feels very close to the club. The two parties are even negotiating terms of a new deal that will virtually secure his career at Valencia. However, the reports suggest Barcelona have sounded out a potential alternative for Gaya in case he changes his mind in the last minute. There are already some discrepancies between him and Valencia over the financial details of the new contract. Barca are looking to make full use of that by giving Gaya the opportunity to replace Alba, whose contract at Camp Nou expires in 2024. However, Barcelona still remain outsiders in this chase, knowing that Gaya has a good understanding with Valencia. Despite the slight discrepancies over the financial details, the two parties remain committed on reaching an agreement, and they are seeking to officiate the contract extension before the start of the upcoming 2022 FIFA World Cup. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.